Welcome back to my channel. So during today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all the new Nude Ego collection items I picked up from BH Cosmetics. I think I purchased about 2 weeks ago. When I received the email, the notification that they had this new collection, I was excited because I think months ago I heard they had went bankrupt and weren't doing too well. But I am excited to see them make a comeback. So I went ahead and purchased some items from them. And then I also purchased this little mini travel series palette. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the color schemes that I purchased. Now the K-Bow one is just this warm toned brown eyeshadow palette. It's just a 4 pan eyeshadow palette, which I think this is a good everyday eyeshadow palette. If you're not into a whole lot of color, you just want this natural look, this is the perfect palette. And the pans are pretty big in these smaller eyeshadow palettes, so I'm looking forward to using this. But for the Nude Ego collection, I picked up the face palette. It's in the buff. I picked up the light to medium, and this is the shade range for the in the buff light to medium all-in-one face palette. And for the eyeshadow palettes, I did not pick up the larger eyeshadow palette, but I did pick up all of the minis in that collection. So this one is the Unleashed Peach Emoji eyeshadow palette. There's some pretty tones in there. Now the pans are not super large in here, but they're not too small either to be a little small palette. This one is the Unleashed This Is Me, and it's a purple toned eyeshadow palette. Now what I do wish that the palette would have been the color of the color scheme inside the palette. So if you're looking for it, it'll make it easier to pull out rather than trying to figure out which color scheme is in there, because all the packages are the same. And this one is Blushing, which is a pink toned eyeshadow palette. And then the last one is Wild, and it's a green eyeshadow palette. So I don't know which one I want to use today, but I know I'm not going to use the green, and I don't think I want to use the purple today. I think I'm going to keep it on the, let's see, I don't know, decisions. I don't have like a straight neutral one. I definitely don't want to use green today. I should have known this before I got on here, but y'all know how I operate. I never have it together. Rarely have it together when I get on here. So let's go with, I've done a lot of peachy tones. Michelle, I've done a lot of purples. Yeah, I have. So let's do, let's go with the Peach Emoji. Let's dig into this palette. So my eyes are already primed. I used my concealer to prime my eyes today. I am looking for my little small blender. Where did it go? Okay, just to make sure they're smooth. So let's get started with this video. So I'm going to take that first shade using my Morphe 535 fluffy brush. I'm just going to take this shade and we're going to pop it right in the crease area. And it's a little lighter than what I usually go for, but we're going to go with it. And it's really not, I guess it's not, it's blending in with the concealer because it's about the same shade as the concealer on my eyes. Now it's going to these eyelashes today. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this shade and just make sure you put it in your crease. You can use a deeper shade if you want. I'm just trying to stick with the palette. But I may go in with my Juvia's Place bronzer, because I do like that in my transition. You know, as my transition shade. Depends on what look I'm going for. So next I am going to take, let's take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH25, I think 25. Yeah, 25, 35, 25. This fluffy brush. And I want to take the shade Bare, and it's the last shadow in the palette. And let's see how these perform. And we're going to place it right in the outer V. And I'm going to drag this into the crease area, this shade. Now it's placing really nice, but I don't know how it's going to blend. I like the peachy tone of it. Let's do the same thing for the other eye. We want to just pack it. And place it right in the crease, going towards the inner corner of the eye. I feel like it's fading on this eye. So let's try it again. I'm going to pack it. Okay, we're going to start blending lightly outwards and inwards to diffuse the shadow. Same thing for the other eye. This color is like fading. Ooh. It's like fading. You know what? I am looking for another brush to see if that is the problem. Because I don't know what's happening there. I'm trying to find another flatter brush. Let's try it again with the same brush. I'm going to come to shade again, Bare. I'm placing it back in the crease again because I feel like I lost it when I blended it. And I didn't blend it too hard. So, I don't know. So, we'll see. I'm just looking all over the place. You know what? We're going to roll with it. So, next I'm going to take the shade Reveal, the first orange shadow on the first row. And maybe the shade is not meant to be as pigmented. I don't know. But it's still kind of iffy right now. But we're going to keep going. We're going to apply this right in the crease area, going to the inner corner of the eye. And blend it with the first shade, the deeper shade Bare. The same thing for this eye. Adding a little bit more. Now I do like how light it is, but like I said, I think it's kind of like disappearing a little bit, which I don't like, but we're going to still make it work. I'm going to add the shade Bare back into the crease area and the outer V. Now that's looking a little better. So let's see if it's gonna, how it's gonna stick when I'm done with this eyeshadow look. And I did set my base with a little powder, so I'm not sure if that's it, but I'll definitely be trying them again with a tacky base to see if that helps it to not fade. Now, like I said, I do like the color of it. I just wish it would just stick. But we're going to keep moving, because I do like to try to give brands the benefit when I purchase my money for it, with it, you know, and try to use it again, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to go back in with this first shade again. Not the first shade on the second row. Reveal. Add a little bit more on this brush. I'm going to pop it back in the crease again to see if we can kind of, you know, build it up a little bit. And the same thing. So it's looking a little better. I guess you have to just keep working with it and slowly building the shadow up. So now we're going to go back in with Bare again, the deeper shade, and pack it back on that outer V. Because I think it's looking better the more I lightly pack it and lightly build it, slowly build it up. Not lightly, but slowly build up the shadow. It's looking a little better, but I didn't expect to do this much work placing it. Okay, so pack a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to continue to lightly blend it. Now, I do think it's looking pretty good now. It's coming together. I think it'll work better if it's on a tacky base to get the pigment right off. But once you start placing it, I think it can work. So I'm going to add a little bit more of Bare, because I really want this peach to stand out. Add a little bit more. And I'm lightly adding the shade onto the lid. I'm going to pack a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and just pack all over the lid so we can put some shimmer on this baby. Or should I leave it like this? I don't know. Because I do a lot of shimmers because I love shimmers. Let's do shimmers. So I'm going to take my Too Faced glitter glue. And this thing is like almost out. I've been trying to use all of this for probably the last couple of months or so. But I'm getting there. And you can use any type of glitter glue that you have. And we're going to take it on our ring finger, because I like doing it like this, because to me it blends it really well and warms it up a little bit. And then we're going to place it on the lid. I'm starting with the center and going over into the inner corner. And dabbing a little bit right up in my crease area. And I'm glad it's not moving the shadow, because sometimes when you place this glitter glue, it can tend to move some of your shadow off your lid. So it's not moving it, which is a good thing. Since I was blending it when I started out and it kept shifting and moving. So now, let's see which shimmer shade we're going to use. I think I'm going to go with this lighter pink. Let's try this lighter pink shade, the second shade in the palette. And it is Juicy. And see how this works. We're going to start packing it on the lid. Now it's pretty though. I think it complements this peach shade really well. So I'm going to pack a little bit more. Yeah, that's pretty. It's like a frosted baby pink. That's pretty though. And we're going to go towards the, close to the outer V. Just packing. And up into the crease with the tip of the brush. I actually like this pretty together. It's a pretty color combo. So I'm do the same thing for the other eye. And up in the crease with the tip. So I do like how that's coming together, the colors. Add a little bit more. So both eyes. And make sure it's right down in the inner corner. So now I'm going to take my, if I can find it, my Sigma little small blending brush and make sure the crease is blended with these shadows so it doesn't have that harsh line. And blend the edges of this pink shadow. So now I'm going to go back in with the palette and use the deeper shade on the same brush and place it back in the outer V. So that shadow is blending in with the pink. Do the same thing for the other eye. Okay, so let's add a little bit more pink towards the outer V. You know what? Let's not do the pink. Let's do the shade Bite Me. And it's the second shade on the last row. Let's see if that deepens it up just a little bit. Okay, so let's deepen up just a little bit with that peachy shade. And I'm going closer towards the outer V. Okay, I like that a little bit better. But you know, you have to trust the process because the look is really not a look until you get done with your entire face. Because sometimes these eyeshadow looks can look like they're not coming together, but when you finish the eye look, it comes together. So let's add a little bit more to try to blend out that pink. So now I'm going to take this Jaclyn Hill brush, go back in with, because that little brush didn't really give it a payoff, and try to place this shade back on the outer V. Yeah, that's a little better. Because this corner here keeps on disappearing. Okay, so it's pretty much, in my opinion, packing, which is a lot of work for what I'm doing now because I should have been done with it. Okay, so I think that looks okay. So now we're going to blend what's left on the brush back into the crease area, because I don't want to lose that peachy shade either. Okay, so with this shadow being as deep as it is, I'm going to use my Juvia's Place, my bronzing shades, to deepen up this area above the crease, because it's too light with that peach. I don't want it that light. And just place it yeah, that's coming together. I like the way that's looking. So now I'm going to blend everything together so it's not harsh between the peach and the bronzing shade. Okay, so this is the final eye look, because I don't think I'm getting any more pigmentation out of it. So this is the final look. Let me clean up around my eye area so I can see if there's anything else I need to do before I hop off camera to finish the rest of my face. Okay, so it's not looking too bad. The pigmentation in this palette is not what I expected, but not when you have set the concealer on your eyes. So I'm going to use it again with a tacky base and see how it works. But I think overall it's still nice, but it took longer than I expected because of the pigmentation in these shadows. So I'm just going to take this Sigma brush and just lightly flick these shades together. I don't want to really move it and blend it and just start moving it around again. And then with the crease area, make sure everything is blended. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for the eye look. I do like the color combination. But again, like I said, I think it's not as pigmented as I thought it would be with my base being set. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off camera. Look at this here. Jump off camera, finish the rest of my face, and I will be back to show you guys my final look. See you guys in a bit. Okay, so got the beauty blender. So I am going to set my face. I'm going to use my cake spray, and I'm about out of this. This is a good spray, and we are going to, I like to spray away first because sometimes it comes out so much. I'm just going to spray. Okay, then I'm going to go in with my Mario Badescu spray. Okay, so I'm going to kind of dry that just a little bit. I need a fan. I think I'm going to get me one, I don't know, but that's how I dry mine when I'm setting it. So now I'm going to go with my beauty blender with the Mario Badescu. And this is how I clean up that line. And I just set that powder that powder to define my contour and bronze. And the same thing for the other side. And make sure everything else is set with that spray. Okay, I like it. So this is the finished look. So let's go ahead and pop some lippies on so we can wrap up this video. I like it though. My fave, my Lorac. I should know the name of this by now, how much as I use it. Duchess lip liner. Okay, got the lip liner on. Now let's see what we are going to put on our lips. I don't know. Now what's in front of me is the question. You know what? I'm going to use my e.l.f. This is a plumping gloss. Yeah, a lip plumping gloss. And this is in the shade Pink Cosmo. So we're going to apply this on our lips. I like this look. So this completes the look, and I love it. I do love it. Like I said, I had a little challenge with the eyeshadow palette to begin with, but I think overall it's still beautiful. It came out beautiful. Again, I used the pink Emoji eyeshadow palette, and I did end up using all of the shadows in the palette. And I love this face palette. This is really nice. I'm going to have to keep this out. I do like it. Really nice. If you purchase any of these items or plan on purchasing them, let me know. Let me know your thoughts on them. How you feel about it. Did it work for you? And if it did, what did you do different from what I've done to get it to work? Like I said, I am going to be trying it with a more stickier base to see how it works. But I still think it really came out so pretty. I like the peachy and the pinky tone together. I do like that. I think the color scheme of the palette is really pretty, and everything came together well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did trying out this palette, and I will be trying the other ones as well, like I said, with a sticky base, and see how it performs. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed it again. If you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to your girl's channel and become a part of my YouTube family here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.